Hey guys, welcome to Dad's Den. Today, I'm gonna make a video reviewing our four moms high chair. I got a comment early on when I started my channel and somebody asked me to review my high chair. And it was funny because it's been in the background of most of my videos, but I never thought about reviewing it. So today, I'm going to walk you through the pros, the cons of the four moms high chair, and we'll talk about whether or not I would recommend it. All right, let's get started. We were gifted the Four Moms high chair at our baby shower. A really close friend of my wife's growing up bought it for us. It was on our register. We both loved it. And I'll say the main thing we loved about it, and the number one pro, is aesthetics. It's an objectively really good looking chair. It fits really well with our home decor. It's white and gray. It's pretty sleek. And it's very, takes up a small footprint. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So for us, we live in a home. Luckily, we're not in an apartment, but I think it would do fine in an apartment setting as well. So number one, aesthetics. It's really good looking high chair. Number two, we read a lot of reviews when we were picking a high chair, and it's very easy to keep clean. Leo is almost 1 year old. We've exclusively used this high chair his entire life, and it's very, very clean, very easy to keep clean. One of the things that we love is it's easy to wipe down. There are multiple tray surfaces, so if you keep the cover on and you use the cover and then you want to feed him a snack later on, underneath is very clean already, and this keeps it clean. So if you're like us and you have pets around the house, keeping the cover on keeps the actual tray layer very clean, keeps it free from like pet hair, dust, and debris. So we do that mostly. We'll clean both. We'll let the first layer dry and then we'll pop the top on. We use a very basic organic cleaning spray, and we like the way it smells, and we like that it's not using any harsh chemicals, but it keeps it very clean. The chair itself is very comfortable. Our son spends a lot of time in it, and he has no problem spending time in it. Frankly, he loves it. This piece comes out, and it fits so snugly up against the chair that food does not get behind the actual soft rubberized piece. So it kind of perfectly shells in, and everything is very neat and clean. There's not a lot of crevices to get food. A lot of the high chairs that we were looking at in the stores and in person, they had a lot of places where the food could just get trapped, and we just didn't want that to have to deal with that. It's very comfortable. We talked about that. That's pro number three. Number four is the tray cover. You just saw me take the tray off and put it back on with one hand. It's extremely easy to do, and it's definitely doable with one hand. I will have Leo in one arm, have the tray in the other hand. I will pop the tray down on the table to the countertop, put him in, be doing something else with one hand, and just pop the tray on with one hand. It's very easy, very seamless to do. The other thing is the high chair height itself is adjustable. So you can have it here at like what I would call countertop or tabletop level, or you can lower it so you can actually push the chair in, which I think will be great when Leo's a little older. We'll maybe do away with the tray, have this on the lower setting, and he can still have an elevated surface that he's sitting on that's not an actual booster seat on one of our regular dining room chairs. So definitely a versatile high chair. All right, so the cons. The big selling point for this chair is that the tray itself is magnetic. I have no idea why they would push that so hard. To me, it's a con of this thing. The Tupperware that you can buy separately and that comes with the high chair that sticks to the magnet surface does not stick hard enough for even a 4-month-old to not move. When our son was 4 months, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I was sticking on there. He would literally just pick up the thing and toss it. And I was like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of having it. Also, if you read the fine print, it's not that fine print. It's one of the first things on there. They're not microwave safe. So all of those Tupperware bowls that have the magnetic metal piece inside obviously don't put in your microwave. It could probably cause some serious damage. But it's something that you're just like, really? Why? So that's completely a gimmick. It doesn't work. It's kind of silly, to be honest. So forget that this even has that. When you're considering purchasing this, it's an absolute gimmick. I'll show you demonstrate what they do. So there's a magnet surface underneath the tray. These have magnets built into the bottoms. So 4Moms is trying to really push the fact that, oh, look how strong they are. And they do, they stay, which is awesome. So you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is great. My kid's gonna love this and he's not gonna be able to move it. Effortless. The reality is it's just not, it doesn't work like advertised. My son was able to pick it up and push it off. First they'll push it and they'll be like, oh, this thing moves, and then that's it. Once they know that and they break the tension, it pops right off. So like I said, they're not microwave safe. They're really adorable and they're cute, and we use them to feed him, but we don't use it for the intended purpose, which was to be magneted onto the actual high chair. Another big con for when you purchase and own this high chair is there's kind of a learning curve to using it. So when you walk up to this chair, I don't know if you've ever done it at like a Buy Buy Baby or a big box store, but when you walk up to this chair and you see it, your first thing you're gonna say is, wow, it's a really good looking chair. And then you're gonna come over to it and you're like, how do I get this tray off? And there's some levers on the sides. They don't do what you think they do. They don't pop the tray off. They actually slide the tray in and out to be tighter or farther away from your child. You feel around the edges. You're like, oh, I really don't know how to do this. You have to be shown or read the instructions on how to use this. It is not intuitive whatsoever. That's definitely a big con. But what you do for it to be a single hand operation, there's a lever underneath that you push up, and then you pull it toward you. So it's a two-step process. It's push up, pull toward you, and then it pops right off. Once you learn how to do it, it's the easiest thing in the world. And you don't even really have to lock it in. It just, as you can see, you put it down and it just locks into place. It magnets into place. It secures a plastic latch, so it definitely stays. It's not like not like these things. It's very, very sturdy. Our son can't get out of it. They also have the straps. If you're gonna walk away from your child when you're feeding them, definitely use the straps. I'll be honest with you, I know my kids me for this. We don't always strap our son in. I know that you're supposed to and everything, but this is super tight in there and he's super comfortable. Like I say, he's never trying to fidget out like I've seen him do at restaurants or with other chairs. So yeah, steep learning curve. If your in-laws are coming over, if you have a babysitter that's coming over or a child care provider coming over, definitely show them how to use it. Don't force them to Google it or YouTube it or figure it out on their own. So that's definitely a con to this. It's not intuitive. Lastly, its price. It's very expensive as far as high chairs go. I know you can get something as cheap as $40, and this is definitely pricey. Depending on sales and things like that, you might be spending a couple $100s on this. Like I said, this was gifted to us and we were very appreciative to get it. We loved it for the aesthetics and the lack of places where food can get stuck. But it's definitely an expensive purchase. If you're purchasing it because of that magnetic capability, save your money and don't do it. If you like the way it looks and you're looking for something that's durable, long-lasting, I can recommend this to you. It's great. We love it. It looks just as nice today as it did when it first was unpackaged. And like I said, our son's about to turn a year old. So that's it for the review for the 4Moms high chair. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put a comment below and I'll get right back to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to read through other comments and make more videos based on what you, the viewers, are interested in either seeing me review or talking about. That's it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Hi. Do you want to say something to that audience? No.